So you probably have gotten your package by now. And if you haven't, if you're not expecting a program to come in the mail because you're doing the All Access Challenge Pack, then you should already have access to Beachbody On Demand. They are going to have all of the nutrition guides that you need for every program available. And if you are waiting for a package in the mail for your program nutrition guide, then I want you to look through it. And it can be a little bit confusing. I know it was for me, so that's totally understandable. You get these containers, right? And I know they look a little bit small, but they actually hold a lot more food than you would think. I know I was a little bit surprised when I would fill my container and then dump it in a plate. It's just the perfect amount of food for you. So how do we implement these containers in our daily nutrition, right? I kind of want to talk to you about how I do mine. So you get your nutrition guide. This is one I just grabbed. This is 21 Day Fix Extreme. You want to look through it. You might be able to just understand the whole system yourself, but if not, and if you want to continue watching, that's fine too. So you want to go to the Get Started page where you're going to have a little bit of math to do. And by doing this math, you're going to find out what bracket you fall in so that you know how many of each of these containers you need. So I kind of want to show you how I do mine. So you want to take your weight and you times it by 11 and you get that number. And you take that number plus 450 equals this. 1825 minus 750 equals your target calorie, okay? And that's when you know what bracket you're going to fall into. So mine actually fell below the lowest bracket, and so I'll need to round up to the first bracket. If you do the math and you fall past the last bracket, then you just want to round down to the last bracket. I get a lot of questions about that, so I wanted to clear that up. So since I'm on the first bracket, this is kind of how I plan out my day. So I know that I'm going to need 3 greens, which is veggies. I'm going to need 4 red, which is your protein. I'll need 2 yellows, which is your carbs. I'll need 2 purples, which I don't have a purple pen for, so I'm just going to use pink. So we're going to just pretend that's purple. Purple is your fruits. You get 1 blue, which is your healthy fats. You get 1 orange, which is dressings and seeds. And then I get 2 teaspoons, okay? Which is oils and nut butters. So every day I need to accumulate all of these containers. And so how do I make a meal plan out of that? So this is what I do. I usually eat a lot of the same foods over and over. So I kind of already know what I'm going to eat every day. I'm just boring like that. Lots of people like to try different recipes. You do what works for you. But let's say I'm going to have 2 eggs for breakfast. And so that's 1 red. So I'm going to erase a red. And I'm even going to do that just to kind of show you. I'm going to eat a piece of toast. So toast. That's 1 yellow. So I'm going to erase a yellow. Oh, that yellow is kind of smudgy. Okay, so that's my breakfast. 2 eggs and toast. Simple. For a snack, for a mid-morning snack, I'm going to have my Shakeology. So a Shakeology is red, it's a protein. So Shakeology is one red, so I can erase another red. And I'm going to add a banana to my shake. So one fruit, I'm going to erase a fruit. These neon pens make it a little smudgy. And then I like to add a teaspoon of peanut butter to my shake. So do you see how I count Shakeology as a red because it's a protein, but I want to also be really mindful about what I'm adding into my shake because those count too. Okay, so that's my snack, is just a shake. For lunch, I'm going to have a chicken salad. So I'll say salad. And I'm going to use 2 greens for that, because I like to add a ton of lettuce. And you guys, this is kind of like how I use a container sort of as a, just a measuring. So I'll take lettuce, for example, if I'm making a salad, and I will stuff this full of lettuce, and then I will dump it into a bowl, and that's my salad. So I'm not eating my salad out of a container, I'm using it as a measuring guide. Okay, so we have 2 greens, and then I'm going to have chicken, which is 1 protein. Oops, and I can erase these 2 greens. And dressing is an orange. My 1 orange, so I'll erase that. Okay, so that's my lunch. Now for a snack, I'm gonna have celery. So that's gonna take care of my last green for the day. And I'm going to have peanut butter on my celery. So that's, oops, I forgot to erase that other teaspoon. So that erases the last teaspoon. So now what I'm left with is a red, a yellow, a purple, and a blue. So what I'm going to use for those is I'm going to make spaghetti. So spaghetti is 1 red. So I'll erase the red. And it's 1 purple, because as you'll learn, pasta sauce is considered a fruit. It's a purple container. Okay. And then the noodles is a yellow. So I'm going to erase the last yellow. It's kind of smudgy. And so I'm left with a blue. So I'm going to add cheese on my spaghetti. That makes the final container. All right, so that's my day. Do you kind of see how I did that? Every day you want to use up all of your containers. And writing it out and figuring it out, moving things around that you might need to move around, is how you can figure out the best way to use all of your containers. So that's how I do mine. And this is a form that we have available in the Living Lovely group. And I'll sometimes write out my meal plan this way. I made it really easy where you can count all the containers on the top, and then you kind of just mark them as you go. I like to stick mine in a paper protector so I can use dry erase markers and just erase it every few days. So that's available to you. And yeah, so that's how the containers work, you guys. It's pretty easy. After a while, you're gonna start seeing containers everywhere, and you're not gonna need to really think about it as much. You're gonna have your container count memorized. You're gonna know what food goes in each of those containers. You're gonna, it's gonna be like second nature to you. I promise, because I've been doing this a little while, and I did pretty good after a couple weeks of this. So for each container, there is a section that will tell you what's allowed. And so just go ahead and flip through your nutrition guide. If you don't get a booklet like this, then it's gonna be on Beachbody On Demand. And you can just scroll through it that way. So I hope that helped. I tried not to make this video too long, but for sure, let me know if you have any questions, and feel free to post it in the group too, because I'm sure everyone will be happy to answer any questions you have. Bye, you guys.